At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Whitaker Bank Ballpark. William Warfield here with you, high atop Whitaker Bank Ballpark as we get ready for baseball. Once again here tonight, the Florence Freedom visiting the Lexington Leyendas here tonight. And we've got a nice pitching matchup for you. Zach Logue, who was drafted by the Blue Jays 9th round in 2017, also attended the University of Kentucky. He's out there starting on the mound for the Leyendas tonight. For the Florence Freedom, Roger Burnell. He's down from San Antonio, Texas, and he actually plays for the Leon Bravos de Leon down in the Mexican League. And he's going to get the starting nod here tonight for the Florence Freedom. You're hearing the sounds of Jack Haynes, the former Lexington Catholic alum, here tonight. Given the starting lineups out there, well, we'll give them to you as well. We'll start off with the offensive lineup here for the visiting Florence Freedom. Massey will lead things off, followed by Fitzgerald. Cedillo will bat third. Trejo batting fourth. Knight in the fifth spot. Bumpus batting sixth. Danserio will be batting seventh. Batting eighth is Riggins, and batting last is Rich as we listen into the national anthem. All right, we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. William Warfield here with you. We had the national anthem going on out there, but we were having a little audio glitch here up high above the press box. Got that figured out for you, and we're ready to roll here with this one. You guys are watching the game live here from Whitaker Bank Ballpark, beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. And let's talk about the defensive lineup here for the Leyendas. Well, we mentioned Zach Lowe going to be the starting pitcher tonight. Cottom going to be the catcher. Mike Million over there at first base. Becker will be playing over at second base. Orveo Saint, the shortstop. Heyer going to be the third baseman. And then we got a great outfield tonight. Might be one of the best outfields that we've seen so far. Duran Elmore out in left field. Ben Revere in center field. And King over in right field. Well, let's get this one underway, folks, as we bring this one to you here from Lexington. It's the Florence Freedom and the Lexington Leyendas. 0-1 the count to start this one off. This is Massey up at the plate, and that pitch missing. 1-1 the count. I want to give a shout out to Joyce Million watching tonight. Also, Donna Ludi watching tonight as well. And Austin Ketron also watching tonight. So Massey, Fitzgerald, and Sadeo due up here for the Freedom here in the top of the first inning of play. This one hit the opposite field, and it is a base hit for Massey to lead things off. He went the opposite way just down the third base line and was able to get that one through. Fitzgerald will step up to the plate next. Get a quick look of Tyler Fitzgerald here. Back out to the high home camera. That one lifted over Ben Revere. And did he catch that baseball? I think he caught the baseball out there. Ben Revere just makes a Willie Mays basket catch out there on the warning track. And that was insane. Ben Revere making a Willie Mays style basket catch on the warning track, almost doubles up the Freedom. Everybody in the ballpark thought that was over his head, but he chased it down, and just an amazing catch by Revere. Sadeo going to step up to the plate, digging in from the left side. The pitch by Logue, that one on the outside corner for a strike. That ball was hit a ton in the deepest part of the ballpark, and Revere, an amazing play. Macy out there on second, and Sadeo at the plate. One down here in the top of the first. Allison Brown says, looking forward to another great game. Thanks for the great commentary. We appreciate that. I've got all kinds of help here today, I think. So we should be good. 2 balls and a strike to count here to Sadeo. Trejo waiting on deck for the Freedom. Massey got a nice lead. That pitch upstairs from Logue. 3 balls and a strike. Sadeo, Chad Sadeo, he's from Medina, Ohio. He played for the Toledo Mud Hens, minor league baseball team. Count now full as Logue able to battle back. We're trying to locate the replay on that Ben Revere catch out there, but it was something spectacular. caught me off guard up here as I thought it was over his head from my advantage. I'm looking off the studio monitor, but this ball into shallow center field. Revere takes it on the one hop. He's throwing to the plate, and the runner will hold up at third. So runners on the corners for the Freedom. Revere playing on another level today. He did not want that run across the plate for the Freedom. Trejo, the third baseman for the Freedom. Cesar Trejo. He's from Venezuela. He also played for the West Virginia Power, the South Atlantic League. Legends are familiar with this young man. Let's get you a close-up look at him here. The 0-1. This one right back up the middle, and it'll get through Orveo Saint. He tried to make the play with his stretched out glove there, but a base hit RBI for Trejo, and the Florence Freedom are on top now, 1-0 against the Leyendas here in Lexington. John McNeil watching from Norfolk Naval Station. Says he misses his Lexington Legends. Chris King says, go Leyendas. The outfield for the Leyendas, Donna Ludi, is going to be Duran Elmore in left field, Revere in center field, and King over in right field. Here's Jackson Knight stepping up to the plate. The pitch, this one lifted out to the gap, and it will get down. Another run will cross the plate for the Freedom. A long single for Knight. 2-0. Florence. And that'll bring up Bumpus to the plate. Still only one down, top of the first inning of play. We found out that no lead is comfortable. No lead is comfortable in these games so far, as both teams can put up runs in a hurry. Now, with that said, we got some great pitchers that are taken on the mound this afternoon. So we'll see. We'll just have to see how both teams react here today, but we're expecting to see a host of former Major League Baseball prospects here today. That pitch missing off the plate. 1-1 to count. Bumpus. A.J. Bumpus from Durham, North Carolina. He played for the Greenville Reds. Pitch outside a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Dan Zaru up next. Should Bumpus get on without hitting into a double play. This ball belted but foul down the third base line. We're looking at the comments coming through on Facebook, on the Legends Facebook page. So if you want to interact with us here today, you can do so through that chat, and we'll give you guys some shout-outs. The pitch missing. 3 balls and 2 strikes now the count, so the count goes full to Bumpus. Bumpus wearing that number 22 jersey. AJ back in there. Zach Logue on the mound for the Leyendas. This ball hit to the first baseman tried to make the play there. The first baseman, Million, came off the first base bag, and That's just guys that are not used to playing with each other right there. Another run crosses the plate for the Florence Freedom. And we're going to have a meeting out here on the mound. We'll take you right into it here with the Leyendas. Coach Getsy out there with his infield and his pitcher. 3-0. Florence Freedom on top. Chuck Wisdom said he watched the Legends win it all last year when you saw the walk-off home run that won the South Atlantic League championship, making it back-to-back seasons that the Legends won the South Atlantic League. Their third championship in franchise history. They won it in their inaugural season. And then, of course, the last two seasons, 2018 and 2019. Colin Luty's Gramps is watching in Milwaukee today. Want to give him a shout-out. Ken Luty checking out the game here. And Danzaru at the plate. Brian Danzaru, and this young man is from Douglasville, Georgia. He lifts this one out to right field, and underneath of it out there is King, who makes the play. Still 3-0 Florence. We've got a runner on second for him. And Riggins, Austin Riggins, will step up to the plate. Austin, he played for Penn State University, so you might have remembered us talking about him the other day. Penn State is who you play for. He's from Greer, South Carolina. Coach Brad Hamilton watching today. We appreciate you, Coach. Two down here in the top of the first, 3-0. The Florence Freedom got out to a quick lead. Big swing and a miss there by Riggins. Should Riggins get on, Rich is waiting on deck. And Florence with an opportunity to bat through the whole lineup. That pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Jeff Chris wants to know, is the game on YouTube tonight? Should be. The game should be on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. That pitch, they are asking the umpire down on the, well, the other umpire who's in the field, they're asking him, did he commit on that? And he said no. Our umpires today are home plate umpire Cedric Coleman, and the first base umpire who's playing up the middle right now is Darnell Ray. That's our umpires here today. So gets Riggins to pop this one out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. A lot of folks watching on their streaming device on their big screen TV. Doing so through Facebook Watch or the YouTube app. Here's the 2-2. Big pitch from Rogue. That one inside. And the count will go full to Riggins. Rogue has made a lot of pitches here in this top of the first. Not the ideal start for him, but like I said earlier, 3 runs is not much in this game because these guys have been scoring 8 runs plus a game, it seems like. We're getting scores like 8-5 and things like that. A walk. So that'll bring up Rich and Florence with Rich's appearance here at the plate in the top of the first. That means they have batted through their whole starting lineup here. I want to give a shout out to Andy Shea and Susan and all the great people at the Lexington Legends for giving me the opportunity to call baseball here in Lexington. I want to thank all of our guys that are up here in the audio video booth and girls, and all the great folks that are down in the press box helping us out today. The pitch, big swing and a miss. 0-2 the count here at the plate to Rich. And Marshall Rich, he's from Union, Kentucky. He played for the University of Miami Hamilton. That's where he's from. This pitch outside. Nope, it did catch the outside corner. It was a late call strike by the home plate umpire, but a strikeout called, and we're going to head to the bottom of the first. We've got Revere, Becker, and Cottom due up for the Leyendas. We're going to make sure that you guys get to see that right after we return from these messages.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
We go to the bottom of the first inning of play, and your defensive lineup for the Florence Freedom looks like this. Roger Burnell from San Antonio, Texas, out there on the mound. Rich is going to be the catcher. Massey over at first base. Sadeo, the second baseman. Fitzgerald over at shortstop. Trejo, the third baseman. Riggins out in left field. DeZero in center field. And Bumpus out in right field. Revere, Becker, and Cottom going to lead things off here for the Leyendas to start this game off. 1 ball, no strike to count as Burnell misses on the outside. Revere digging back in. Revere changing the jersey tonight. He's wore a couple of them so far. Number 7, he's now wearing number 6. And we've seen him in a number 12 uniform as well so far in this early season that we've got here. Megan Stinger watching tonight. Ken Ludy wants to know, did Did Ludi get the night off? And the truth to that is he's not in the starting lineup, but that doesn't mean that he won't play. There's a possibility he may be up in Florence, too, playing against the Yalls, because that game's going on tonight, too, I believe, up there in Florence. So he may be with the Lexington Legends up there. It's a good possibility. Polly Ray is watching. Polly is from Petersburg, Kentucky. She says, "Go, Nick." Talking about Nick King. Number 8 for Florence is pronounced Dansero. Dansero. Gotcha. Dansero. Appreciate the help on that. That ball lifted to the stands. We'll cut away to another camera angle here real quick. Normally I'm doing all the production here behind the scenes, and I'm not doing the play-by-play. We normally have somebody doing the play-by-play while I'm out here switching camera angles for you guys, but we're multitasking right now. The 1-2. A pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here to Ben Revere. Rita McCullough Unitas says, "Let's go, Ben." Marlene Horn says it's raining up in Philly. But you still got your Ben Revere. You need to holler at the Phillies and tell them to re-sign Ben. He was great up there in Philadelphia. Full count here at the plate to Ben Revere. This one lifted out to right field. Going back is the right fielder Bumpus. He's on the warning track. Well, close to the warning track. But he pulls it in. A long ride for Revere, who's retired. Get you a quick look. Well, thought he was going to get you a quick look. So Luke Becker going to step up to the plate. Becker digging in from the left side. It's 0-1 the count. That first offering there from Brunell. A nice pitch. We'll see if we can get you the clock on Brunell, see what kind of velocity he's throwing here. That pitch fouled off, and that one was 87 miles an hour. So if you add 3 to it, which is the difference there between what's real and what's on the board out there, he just pitched 90 miles an hour on that pitch. Becker in the hole now, 0-2. He's going to send this one a base hit in between first and second. So a base hit for Becker, and Cottom will step up to the plate. Florence leading 3-0. They got out to a quick lead. They batted through their whole lineup. Matter of fact, when we go to the top of the second, we'll start with the leadoff man again, Massey. But we'll see what the Leyendas do here. They got 1 out, runner on first, and Cole Cottom, up at the plate. That one fouled straight back. No balls in a strike. Runner on first for the Leyendas. Ben Revere flat out to right field. Chris King says, "Go, Nick." Bonisha Jackson watching again tonight as Becker slides into second. Bonisha was supposed to meet us at the Nacho Cart last night and to take a selfie with the crew, but when we went down there, she wasn't anywhere in sight. Caught him digging back in. Thompson said it's not fair that spectators are allowed to go to this games, but not the major leagues. I think it's because we're kind of in a bubble here, to be honest with you, Danny. We're just going back and forth from Florence and Lexington. It's not like we're traveling from Detroit to Kansas City or, Chicago to St. Louis or whatever, I think that's the major reason. This one found out of play. One ball, two strikes. Hopefully we get back to normal soon. I missed going to Major League Baseball games as well. I'm a huge Cubs fan. I think I may have told you that a couple times here on the broadcast, but we got our butts handed to us last night in Kansas City. I think the final score was 13-2. But other than that, it's been a great season so far for the Cubs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Probably have a lot of Cincinnati Reds fans tuning in today with the Florence Freedom playing here in Lexington. A lot of Northern Kentucky folks have interest in this one. The Reds, they've got all the pieces of the puzzle. If they start playing the way that they are capable of playing, then they could definitely make some noise in that National League Central. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one lifted foul down the first base line. And we'll have another crack at it here. Cole Cottom making Roger Burnell pitch. You're watching the Lexington Leyendas and the Florence Freedom. Right here live from beautiful Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington, Kentucky. The 2-2, big swing and a miss and a strikeout. The first strikeout of the ball game for Burnell. Here's our third baseman, Luke Heyer, who hit a home run last night. Luke Heyer sent one over the left field wall. Tommy Posey says, "Go Cubs from Maysville." Yes, sir. Heyer, the former University of Kentucky Wildcat and Dodgers prospect, went yard last night for the Lexington Legends. 1-1 the count. Big swing and a miss. He was trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Just give you the rundown here on Luke Heyer. He's from Lithia, Florida, went to Durant High School, played for the University of Kentucky, and was an 8th-round pick in 2018 by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Big swing and a miss, and nice pitch there from Burnell. And, folks, if you're just tuning in, Burnell looking good out there on the mound. 2 strikeouts there in the bottom of the first inning of play. Allowed a base hit and got Ben Revere to fly out to right field. So, nice first inning there for Burnell. We're going to head to the top of the second. It's 3-0. The Florence Freedom leading the Lexington Leyendas here in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. I was getting ready to pretend like I was on the phone for a second there, but I was texting somebody in between the innings, and for a second there I was trying to pretend I was on Bluetooth. Anyway, top of the second inning of play here in Lexington. Massey, Fitzgerald, and Sadeo due up here for the Florence Freedom out of Florence, Kentucky. And the Leyendas find themselves in a hole right now, 3-0, as the Freedom were able to bat through the whole lineup. Two balls, two strikes the count. Zach Logue on the mound for the Leyendas. This ball lifted foul out of play. Massey had a base hit his first at bat. The 2-2. That one fouled straight back. Good cut at the plate by Massey. Massey, to give you his tell of the tape here. Craig Massey from Bells, Tennessee. He played in the Atlantic League with the Somerset Patriots. This one going to be sent over to Saint, and Saint couldn't get his glove down. A base hit for Massey. It just kind of ate Saint up at shortstop. So a runner on for the Freedom, and 2 for 2 on the day is Craig Massey. There's Tyler Fitzgerald. Tyler flying out to center field. It was that basket catch by Ben Revere, that spectacular catch out there in center field, and Ben, he made it look like Willie Mays out there on the warning track, a basket catch over the shoulder. Here's the 1-0 pitch upstairs, the ball. The crowd here, you heard them with a little bit of wow in their voice when he made that catch. I think it sounded more like they were like disbelief that he made it. It was that kind of moment here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 2 balls and a strike here to Fitzgerald. And Tyler Fitzgerald from Rochester, Illinois. He played for the Augusta Green Jackets, and we've got a throw over to first that gets away from the first baseman, so taking in a second is Massey with a heads-up base running over there at first. So the Freedom again with a runner in scoring position as Tyler Fitzgerald with a 2-1 count here at the plate. That pitch missing, 3-1 the count. Sadeo waiting on deck. Nobody out. Count goes full to Fitzgerald. And that pitch inside for a ball, so Fitzgerald on the bag for the first time tonight, and Sadeo, who had a base hit his first at bat, will step back up to the plate. Had a question coming in on the chat, want to know if Major League Baseball will have a World Series this year. Yes, they will. So Jeff Crisp asked the question. So the way that they've got it formatted right now is 16 teams will make the playoffs. So 16 teams will qualify for the playoffs based on winning position or winning percentage. And from there, they create their Major League Baseball playoffs that will include a World Series for a championship. Actually sounds like a Sweet 16, if you will, of baseball. April Crisp says, let's go Leyendas. Donna Ludi asking, is there more? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Donna. The pitch. This one sent right back up to center field. Revere overruns it. A run comes across the plate. 4-0. The Florence Freedom. Another base hit for Sadeo. And we got runners on first and second. And Massey came all the way around from second to score on that base hit. Trejo gonna dig in. Trejo, the third baseman. And Caesar, his first at bat, a base hit RBI. 4-0 Florence. Top of the second here in Lexington. This one on the ground. Saints got it. Flips to second. Second over to first. He went Saint, Becker to Million. A 6-4-3 double play. And now the play that they were trying to make at the plate, the ball got loose as the first baseman, Million, was trying to throw back towards the plate. He had some aggressive base run in there, and Florence able to score another run. 5-0. 6-4-3 double play, and then scoring was Fitzgerald with some nice base running. So Knight will step back up to the plate. Jackson Knight. Danny McLean watching from Frankfort, Kentucky. Knight had a base hit RBI his first at bat. Marlene Horn says she's watching. I believe the Major League Baseball playoffs, I'm talking about Jeff Crisp and his questions here in the chat, but I believe the Major League Baseball playoff season is going to be the best out of 5 for all of the playoff matchups up until the World Series, when you're going to get the best out of 7. But you never know. I mean, that could change due to what's going on with this whole COVID situation. Might go best out of 3. It might be 1-on-1 and winner goes on and loser goes home. 5-0 the Florence Freedom. We're in the top of the second, 2 outs. And just trying to get out of this inning and bring the bats back up. This one lifted out to left field. Elmore calling for it. Now Revere overrules them. You know, center fielder has precedence out there. And Revere said, no, let me take it in, young fella. And he does. So we're going to head to the bottom of the second here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Leyendas need some runs. Will they? get some, or well, they won't. We're going to find out here shortly. Elmore stepping up to the plate here for the Leyendas to lead things off. You got Elmore, Saint, and Million due up. Elmore, Saint, and Million. The Leyendas trailing Florence 5-0. Deron Elmore from Danville, Kentucky. Lifts this one down the first baseline. Playable, maybe. Nope. It's going to make it over to the tarp. And they're looking for the baseball over there, but I think they picked it up. But a foul ball for Elmore. Elmore grab his wood and head back to the batter's box. We're in that number 3 jersey today. 0-2 the count. Elmore puts it in play. It's over to Fitzgerald. Nope, the third baseman Trejo is going to scoop it up. But no play for the speedy Elmore. So an infield base hit for Deron Elmore. Had Trejo let that go over to Fitzgerald, I don't think that they would have had enough time to get Elmore still, but it would have been a closer play maybe. So Saint going to step up to the plate. Orveo Saint from the Bahamas. That pitch missing upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Elmore over on first base for the Leyendas. Saint with a big cut, but couldn't catch up to all that nastiness there. It was 89 mile an hour with a lot of movement coming in there from Roger Burnell. The pitch from Burnell, that one upstairs and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Orveo Saint. Rich was setting up on the outside, and Burnell painting that corner perfectly. 2 balls, 2 strike to count. Runner going as Elmore going to second, slides in there safely. A stolen base for Deron Elmore. He's got the speed of Ricky out there. I'm talking about Ricky Henderson. That kid can flat out fly on the bases. Full count here at the plate. Orveo Saint looks at that pitch downstairs, so Saint gonna walk. Mike Million gonna see his first at bat tonight. Anthony Cook watching tonight, says he loves the sound of the bat cracking. Yes, me too, man. Nothing like it. That wood, it's just the game of baseball in its purest form. My pitch in there for a strike to Mike Million. I want to send a shout out to all my folks over there at Hallway Feeds, just right down the road from the ballpark. Lee and Jeff and all the ladies up there in the front there that help the customers and all that good stuff all the time. Of course, Morgan and Anthony over in the marketing department. They are great folks who have some really cool social media. If you follow Hallway Feeds on Facebook, you ought to check it out. They got some really, really cool social media videos. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here to Mike Million. Deron Elmore out on second base for the Leyendas. King waiting on deck. Million playing first base tonight for the Leyendas. Elmore going to third. The pitch down, or the toss down there, it gets past the third baseman, and Elmore will score. Nobody's going to try to make the throw there. As Elmore able to score the first run of the ball game. He stole second, then he stole third, and then he advanced to home plate to score the first run for the Leyendas. Just no chance for the Freedom to get Elmore. And you got Saint. He advanced to second base for the Leyendas. That pitch outside. 5-1 our score here in Lexington. I want to give a shout out to the Brueggemans again watching tonight. Tony and Lucy, Ann and Kevin. Appreciate you all tuning in. Big swing and a miss. Orveo Saint had to get back to second in a hurry as a snap throw down there from the catcher, Rich. Deron Elmore able to score the first run for Lexington here in this one. But Florence, they've had some hot bats to start this game out. Big swing and a miss. King at the plate. Where's that number 33 jersey? Nick King. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. King couldn't contain the swing there. He had to swing through, and in doing so, strikes out. Well, here's Bobby Crisp coming up to the plate. Bobby Crisp digging in from the right side. Big swing on the first offering from Burnell. 0-1 the count. 2 down, bottom of the second. Oh, 2 the count here to Crisp. We've had a couple of the player development guys from some of the major league teams requesting some video on some of these guys already. How cool is that? They've been able to tune in and watch them play, and maybe some of these guys will get some calls here in the near future. Saint going to third, the throw down to third, and it gets past the third baseman Trejo, and Saint being told to go home to score, and that's exactly what he does. And the Leyendas being aggressive on the bases, able to score the second run of the ball game. 5-2 our score as Saint scores. A 2-2 count here at the plate. Bobby Crisp wearing the beard. Swing and a miss, so a strikeout. But 2 runs crossed the plate, so the Leyendas put a dent in the lead that the Florence Freedom started out the ball game with. We're going to head to the top of the third here in Lexington. It's 5-2. Well, there's a guy on social media that does a heck of a Bob Ross impersonation, and he's tuning in tonight. He used to be part of the promotion team here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark for the Legends, and just the greatest peanut butter and jelly dancer I think we've ever seen here at the ballpark. Alex Dean Bewley watching from Tennessee today. And Alex, it's an honor to have you tune in, even if you're painting like Bob Ross again today. 0-1 the count here to lead things off. We're in the top of the third inning of play. 5-2 our score. The Florence Freedom leading the Lexington Leyendas. And at the plate is A.J. Bumpus. 1-ball, 2 strikes to count here to Bumpus. Justin says, yay, Mike. I think he's talking about Mike Million. This ball lifted out to center field. Revere will play it on a couple hops out there, so a base hit for Bumpus.
Now back for 3 of center fielder Brian Danzero.
Here's Brian Dancero coming back up to the plate. I lost the comment there of how to pronounce his name, so I hope I got it right that time. If not, I apologize. The pitch upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Regan's waiting on deck. Donna Ludi said, is there only one schedule for all 4 teams? There's a schedule that the Legends have produced. That ball is over the fence on a ground rule double, it looks like. So a double for Dan Zanneru. So the Florence organization has their own schedule, and then the Lexington Legends / Lexington Leyendas have their own schedule printed. So I only know what's going on here in Lexington, although they tell us about the games up in Florence. So it should be tonight up there, the Legends and the Y'alls playing. The way they've got it set up here in Lexington is they're playing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days of the week they're playing baseball here. And it's those 4 teams involved. Or 2 of those 4 teams involved every night. I hope that makes sense. 2 balls and a strike to count. Top of the 3rd. 5-2. Bob wants to know if I'm trying out for Major League Baseball. Trying out to commentate for that. Nope. Like I said, I'm normally behind the monitors doing the camera switching and all that good stuff. But I'm just filling in tonight. Just having a little fun, volunteering my efforts. The legend Gary Ball tuning in tonight. Legend, good to have you on. Gary Ball and I do a podcast together that has been really, really popular.
There's a strikeout for your Legend.
Riggins goes down on strikes. We're going to have a visit to the mound here as Coach Getsy wants to talk things over with Zach Logan. I think he's asking for the baseball, so we will have a new pitcher coming into the ball game here shortly. We'll tell you who it is as soon as we find out here in Lexington. Jolton Joe Crisp will be the new pitcher in the ball game for the Lexington Leyendas. Crisp coming in, and we'll see what he's got out there against this Florence Freedom team that just came to the ballpark today with some hot bats. That's just the plain truth. Can Crisp, will he be able to put out those flames? He's taking his warm-up tosses right now here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. He's got some tough outs coming up here. We're about ready to flip the lineup. We got Rich coming up, and then you're back to the top of the lineup with Massey and Fitzgerald. So we'll see what Crisp can do here. Rich going to dig in. He struck out his first at bat. Joe Crisp, the new pitcher, he sends his first one down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Five to 2 our score. The Florence Freedom all over the Lexington Leyendas right now. Although we've had some aggressive base running, that's resulted in a couple runs for the Leyendas. This ball lifted foul out of play. Wind right now blowing from left field to right field. Not very much behind it, so not really a jet stream here today at the ballpark. But these guys are capable of hitting the ball out. Saw them batting practice earlier, and some of these guys were hitting it off the big sign out there in right center field. Joe Crisp led all of NCAA Division II in innings pitched his senior year at Kentucky State University. That's a good stat that we should pass along. Thanks to Jeff Crisp for giving us that tidbit. Led all of NCAA Division II in innings pitched. Well, he hits Rich. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup with Massey going to step up to the plate. Runners on first and second and third. Bases juiced. As Massey looking for his third hit of the night. He's got 2 so far, a base hit in the first inning and a base hit in the second inning. And he's trying to get another one here in the third. Pitch to the plate, that one missing off the outer edge. Want to know the count. Massey looks at that pitch for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Craig Massey from Bells, Tennessee. So he bats left, throws right. Bats left and throws right. He's looking at a 3-0 count. Bases loaded. A ball here will walk in a run. That pitch in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Jamie watching tonight. There's the 3-1. This one on the infield. It gets past the second baseman out there. 1 run will score. A second run will come crossing the plate. And so a base hit, another base hit, and 2 RBIs for Massey on that one. And it's 7-2. The Florence Freedom. 7-2.
Now batting for the Freedom, shortstop Tyler Fitzgerald.
And Tyler Fitzgerald going to step back up. Flied out to center field his first at bat and drew a walk his second at bat. Excuse me. That pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Sean Casey watching tonight. There's a runner going to second, and he's going to be tagged out. A nice throw from Cottom, who threw over to Saint covering second for the tag out. And you hear here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, the old got him. Two down here in the top of the third. 3 balls, no strike here at the plate to Fitzgerald. Sadeo would be next should Fitzgerald get on. And he does draw another walk, and Sadeo will step up to the plate. Sadeo digging back in for the 3rd time tonight in 3 innings. Every inning, Massey, Fitzgerald, and now Sadeo has made a plate appearance. Things just not going well for the Leyendas right now. Sadeo's 2 for 2 on the day, 2 base hits. This one lifted out to right field. Going back on it is King. He says he's got it, and he does. A long fly ball for Sadeo, but another 2 runs across the plate for the Florence Freedom. The bats continue to stay hot. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd here in Lexington. Our score 7-2, Florence. Ben Revere going to lead things off here for the Leyendas in the bottom of the third inning of play. It'd be 1, 2, and 3 due up. Revere, Becker, and Cottom for the Leyendas. So here we go. 7-2 our score. The Florence Freedom leading the Lexington Leyendas. We're live here in Lexington, Kentucky. That pitch in there from Brunell, who's pitched an excellent game today. 88 miles an hour on that one. Second offering to Revere. That one clocks in there again at 88, but misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to count. Revere ready to roll. He looks at that pitch for a strike. 2-1 to count. Big pitch here, 2-1, and Revere puts it in play. It's on the ground to Sadeo, who picks up, fires over to first to Massey for the out. Revere 0 for 2 to start this game out. And Luke Becker will dig back in. Becker's got a base hit in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Outside a ball. 1-0 the count. One down here in the bottom of the third. And pitch outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Brunell working that one up top. 3-0 the count. Luke Becker from Fairmont, Minnesota. He also attended the University of Kentucky. He played high school ball for Fairmont High School up in Minnesota, but he was a 9th round draft pick by the San Diego Padres back in 2018. Luke Becker. Sounds like a lawyer name, right? Maybe there's a lawyer. I think the Becker and Becker guys or something. But this one sent right back where it came from. Nice play out there by Fitzgerald, but no opportunity at all to make a throw. Matter of fact, the ball, as Fitzgerald was transferring it from glove to hand to make the toss, got loose from him. So a runner over on first now is Becker, now 2 for 2 on the day. And Cole Cottom going to step up to the plate. A little riddle for you guys. What's always in the corner and travels all over the world? Always in the corner and travels all over the world. Try to have a little fun here at the ballpark. If you know what it is, hit me up on the chat. This one fouled back. 0-2 the count to Cottom. Cole Cottom. 6'3", 230 from Knoxville Catholic High School. He actually was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but played at Knoxville Catholic High School and went to the University of Kentucky. 4th round draft pick in 2018 by the Boston Red Sox. This one on the ground. Fitzgerald throws across the diamond, and was he safe or was he out? They're going to call him out. Massey did get his foot back on the bag. So that's going to bring up Luke Heyer back up to the plate. He struck out his first at bat. What's in the corner and travels all the way around the world? Always in the corner and travels all around the world. You know? No? I'll tell you guys in the top of the fourth. How's that? Keep guessing. Always in the corner and travels all around the world. Snap throw down a second, but on the wrong side of the bag. 1-1 the count. Or excuse me, 2-0 the count. 2-0 the count. Two down here in the bottom of the third inning of play. We'll have the answer for you of our little riddle. And we head to the top of the fourth. This one a gapper. It will get down. A run will cross the plate for the Leyendas. Coming across the plate to score is Becker. And Higher with a double RBI. Or I should say an RBI double. Ron Elmore. Elmore going to come back up to the plate. Ron Elmore went to Morehead State University. Now he played pro baseball in the United Shores Pro Baseball League. He played for the Utica Unicorns. The Utica Unicorns. Ron Elmore. And I mentioned a couple broadcasts ago that I had the pleasure in high school of calling his no-hitter that he pitched against Boyle County, which was his big rivalry there in Danville, Kentucky. On one to count. It's 7-3 now here in Lexington. Florence Freedom hanging on to a nice little 4-run cushion. But the Leyendas are putting some dents in it here and there. Donna Ludi. Donna Ludi has got the riddle. She solved the riddle. It is a postage stamp. Always in the corner and travels around the world. Good job, Donna. One ball, two strikes to count. Runner out there on second for the Leyendas, and that ball gets past the catcher. And it might have. Did it get a piece of Elmore? That's the question. Elmore looked like he's walking away as if it might have got him, but the runner now at third for the Leyendas. Higher, who had an RBI double, advanced from second to third on that wild pitch. Roger Burnell on the mound for the Freedom. Elmore at the plate. There's the pitch upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count here to Deron Elmore. This one lifted up. First baseman's calling for it. He gives up for the right fielder, and the right fielder, Bumpus, makes the play. So that's going to do it for the Leyendas as they leave a man on third, but a run does cross the plate. Our score 7-3 here in Lexington. Florence Freedom coming back up to bat here in just moments. All right, we head to the top of the fourth inning of play here in Lexington, top of the fourth. And the Florence Freedom sending their power back up to the plate. This is Cesar Trejo digging in. Ground into a double play his last at bat. He's got a base hit and an RBI, though, in the ball game already, too. So a contributing factor for this Florence Freedom team. Be Trejo, Knight, and Bumpus due up, and Trejo was hit by the pitch. So Knight will step up to the plate. Speaking of an RBI, Knight's got a base hit for an RBI, and then he flied out to Ben Revere out in center field. You're watching the game live on the PrepSpin.com network. You're also watching it on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. It's all over the place. Matter of fact, we got an audio-only version out there as well on the PrepSpin Game Day app. If you're in the car and you're wanting to listen to it, or here at the stadium and want to listen to it, you can do so that way too. Nice catch out there in left field by Elmore, going to the wall out there with his glove reached over his shoulder and made the catch kind of in a sprint. Met up with it like a receiver would, if they were catching a football pass. Here's Bumpus to the plate. Bumpus has got a base hit in the ball game. Seven to 3 here in Lexington. The Florence Freedom leading the Lexington Leyendas 7-3 in the top of the fourth. We got one out, and Bumpus at the plate looking at a 1-1 count. A.J. Bumpus. That swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Joe Crisp, the pitcher for the Leyendas. He came in for Zach Logue. Here's the 1-2. That one off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. He kind of threw that out there hoping that Bumpus would chase after it, but a good eye at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner going. Here's a throw from Cottom down to second, wrong side of the bag. And safe in there is Trejo. Cesar Trejo with a stolen base. He was hit by a pitch to get on first, but ended up still in second. So now Florence with a runner in scoring position once again here in the fourth inning, as they have all ball game. Every inning they've had somebody in scoring position. A pitch outside a ball, so a walk to Bumpus, and that'll bring up Danceru.
Now back to the Freedom center fielder, Brian Dancero.
And it sounds like they're saying Dancero. Dancero. I'm going to flow with it. Be water, my friends. This one lifted up to right field. Going back is King. He's up against the wall, makes the catch. King. He was kind of feeling around to see where he was at. Trejo does take third on the tag, but King makes a nice catch out there in right field for the Leyendas. Riggins will step back up to the plate. Austin Riggins struck out his last at bat, drew a walk his first at bat. And he's playing with the gator on, so he's ready once he gets on base to throw the gator up over his mouth and nose. We've seen that if you're watching any of the major league games. We've seen that quite often. The Cubs and Cardinals postponed today because one of the Cardinals tested positive, so they decided to postpone tonight's game. So the other games we got going on in the major leagues, I'll get you caught up on those scores here in just a second. As I pull that up here on my Major League Baseball app. So if you're interested in some Major League Baseball scores, I've got them for you. 7-3 our score here in Lexington. That pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Riggins at the plate. And I'll get you those Major League Baseball scores here in just a second. Not much going on right now. Most of the games, well, I guess they have started, but no scores really to give out yet. That's a nice throw across the diamond for the out. So the Legends get out of the inning. 7-3 our score. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th here in Lexington. 7-3. It's all Florence right now. Orveo Saint going to lead things off here for the Leyendas. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning of play here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. It'll be Saint, Million, and King due up. I promise that I'll give you some of those Major League Baseball scores, and I'm going to hold that promise. I promise you. There's 2 promises I've given you. The Reds and the Brewers are in the top of the 1st. They've got a runner on first right now, but the Reds are playing at the Brewers. But 0-0 is the score in that one. Giants play the Dodgers tonight, 9:40 p.m. These are all Eastern times that I'll give you. Yankees are playing the Rays. They're in the bottom of the 6th at scoreless. Braves and Phillies, they postponed that. They've got inclement weather in Philadelphia, and so that's the reason why that one's postponed. You got the Twins and the Royals playing in the top of the second out in Kansas City tonight. That one's scoreless. Here's a score update for you. The Red Sox are up on the Blue Jays 2-1. That's at the end of the second. So I guess we can call them the Buffalo Blue Jays for this season only, because their home games are in Buffalo, but they're playing in Boston tonight, and it's 2-1 the score there at the end of 2. The Baltimore Orioles all over the Nationals right now on the bottom of the 7th. It's 11-0, all Orioles. And you know you're having a bad day at the ballpark if you let the Orioles beat you. Bottom of the 4th, 7-3 our score. That pop out there to the fine shortstop Fitzgerald for the Florence Freedom. Million a step up to the plate. The Tigers and Pirates are playing. The Pirates are up 4-1 in the top of the 5th. They got runners on the corners. Does Detroit. So Detroit threatening there with nobody out. Runners on the corners in the top of the 5th, but they trail the Pirates 4-1. The Marlins and the Mets are also playing tonight. Bottom of the 3rd. A runner on first for the Mets, but they trail the Marlins, and the Marlins are 6-1 on the season. How about that? The Marlins are 6-1 on the season. 4-1 the score in that one. The Marlins up on the Mets. Derek Jeter is the new owner of the Miami Marlins, so you got to think that maybe he has something to do with it. The guy just knows how to win. Bottom of the 1st in Chicago for the White Sox, and they're playing there on the south side, because you know the north side is all the Cubby side, but the south side belongs to the White Sox, and it's 0-0. They're playing the Cleveland Indians tonight. That one in the bottom of the 1st. The Angels and Rangers are playing tonight at 9:05 Eastern Time. Check that game out, too, by the way, if you want to see a Kentucky kid playing in that one. Joe Adele should be playing for the Angels again tonight. He's a Ballard high school baseball player that has made his way quickly through the minor leagues. And he just kept hitting home runs and kept getting on base, and they didn't have anywhere to send him up except for the majors, so he's their next up-and-coming star. The Diamondbacks and Padres playing at 9:10 p.m. This ball lifted out to left field, and it'll be down, so a base hit and a double, actually a double in there for Mike Million. The Astros and Athletics play at 9:10 p.m. tonight. The Rockies and Mariners play up in Seattle at 9:40 p.m. And that is it for our Major League Baseball scores. A lot of games going on tonight. I hope your favorite Major League Baseball team wins, unless they're playing the Cubs. 7-3 our score. That ball fouled. 0-1 the count. This is King stepping up to the plate. And for the folks in Philadelphia watching tonight, I hope that your Phillies win, unless they, of course, play my Cubs. Good luck. I do like Bryce Harper, I have to admit that. This ball gets past the catcher, and the runner will take third base for the Leyendas. So, Million now at third after he hit his double. Advances to third. And King, the great right fielder for the Leyendas, at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count. This pitch sent right back up the middle. It's playable by Sadeo. Flips over to Massey at first. A run does cross the plate. Mike Million able to score off of that. So we'll trade the out for the run, definitely. And it's 7-4 now. 7-4 the score. And it's just a 3-run ball game. 3-run ball game here in Lexington. We're waiting on them to update the scoreboard. All right, 7-4 the score. 0-1 the count here at the plate. Crisp. Bobby Crisp in the batter's box. Well, he's outside the batter's box right now as he's gathering his thoughts after the foul ball. 0-2 the count here to Bobby Crisp. 2 down. You're watching the game live here on the network. Seven to 4 the score. My girlfriend just told me I sound so good she's going house hunting. That's pretty funny. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. If things work out. If things work out. I'm waiting on that call. Here's the 2-2. And it is going to be a strike 3 looking. All right, so the Leyendas score 1 run there in the bottom of the 4th. So we'll head to the top of the 5th. You're watching the game live here on the PrepSpin.com network and the Legends Broadcast Network. Top of the 5th inning of play we go. We're telling baseball stories up here in the press box. And we got some good ones. A lot of great memories here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark over the years. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here at the plate. And the young man who's in there for the Florence Freedom is none other than Marshall Rich, the catcher. So you got 9, 1, and 2 due up here for Florence on the top of the 5th, and we got a new pitcher in the ball game for Lexington. I'm going to let you know who that guy is as soon as I find out, but he's throwing some heat. I know that. The pitch misses. He's throwing heat, but he's not hitting the strike zone yet. So 27. That's is that Michael Koltak? I want to say that's Michael Koltak out on the mound for the Leyendas. They've had some roster changes, like jersey changes. Like these guys are switching jerseys out there like crazy, it seems like. Rivera's had 3 different numbers on so far in, 4 games that we've done here so far. So we're trying to keep the rosters updated. But we do think that out there on the mound is Michael Koltak, and here's his line. He's from Columbus, Ohio. He played in the Upper Arlington High School up in Ohio, went to Georgetown College, but he also played in the Pecos League for the Alpine Cowboys. Again, Michael Koltak. 7-4 the score. Florence Freedom leading the Leyendas. And that pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Massey, your hitter. Craig Massey. I thought he was going to go 4 for 4 on the day, but this time the Leyendas able to retire him. The Leyendas, able to retire him. I don't know. Sometimes I want to say Leyendas like the Leyendas, as in the legends, but. So here's Fitzgerald back up to the plate. Fitzgerald reached base twice tonight. Big cut, but couldn't come up with the ball. Chris Timko watching tonight. That pitch missing just off the edge of the plate. 1-1 the count. Lorraine Spiegel wants to know, is Bobby Chris playing? Yes, he is. Batting last for the Leyendas. But he is playing. I'm doing it old school up here the last couple of games. I had those headphones on, but they sucked the ears right out of my head, it felt like. But I'm doing it old school right now. I've got the, it almost is kind of like a big podcast mic. It is a podcast mic that I've got. And I'll tell you what, I'm really, really happy with it. I'll never call a baseball game without it anymore. That pitch in there for a strike. Koltak making it happen there on that K. So he's retired the first 2 batters he's faced. And Sadeo going to step up to the plate. Now you got to think 1, 2, and 3 here for the Florence Freedom. 1, 2, and 3 has given the Leyendas all kinds of trouble tonight up until Koltak came in. Koltak set down 2 in a row. Can he do it for a 3rd time here with Sadeo? These guys have batted around tonight. Sadeo, 2 base hits in the game. Swing and a whiff. 0-2 the count. And Koltek hitting the heat out there on the radar gun. 90 miles an hour on that last pitch. That pitch, it was a changeup outside. It got away from him. It might have had some kind of break to it. He might have tried to throw a curveball that did not curve. Or a slider that did not slide, if you will. Big pitch. This one fouled off. Patricia Clarkson says Mike Million is money. He's money. Well, heck yeah, with a name like Million for his last name, you best believe he's money. And if anything, get you a marketing firm, and Mike Million can sell whatever he wants to sell with a name like that. Two balls, two strikes, the count here to Sadeo. Strike three looking. How about Koltek? Great performance there. He's getting high fives as he goes back to the Leyendas dugout. He got tongue-tied there. He's going back to the dugout, and the guys are giving him all high fives. Doing something that has been hard to do tonight, get those top three guys out. All right, so the lights are on here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. You got to thank that. All thanks to Kentucky Coal Association. Replays tonight brought to you by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. And the video board tonight being operated by the star rookie Elizabeth Henry. Making it happen tonight. And she picked it up quick. They showed her what looks like a spaceship, and she's flying it solid tonight. All right, folks, we're going to step out. We'll be back with the bottom of the fifth. You're watching the game live here on the network. Leyendas need some runs. Can they do it here in the top of in the bottom of the fifth? As Ben Revere will lead things off. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Leyendas. A great opportunity to get back in this ball game. They've been chipping away. The score is 7-4. The Florence Freedom started the ball game with some hot bats. And up until the last inning, they stayed hot. Revere puts it down to the second baseman, and Sadeo handles it. Able to throw Revere out. Revere grounded out twice to Sadeo tonight. Here's Luke Becker going to step back up to the plate. He's 2 for 2 tonight, 2 base hits. Let's see if he can stay perfect from the plate tonight. Michelle Tackett watching from Pikeville, Kentucky. She's rooting on Bobby Crisp. Michelle, thanks for tuning back in. This is a little chopper on the infield. And the pitcher with a nice play there, Burnell, who's still in the ball game, made a nice play to get Becker out. Cole Cottom going to step back up to the plate. And Cole struck out and grounded out tonight. Hannah Hope says, go Y'alls. I'm not sure what the score is up there in Florence tonight, but the Y'alls not playing here in Lexington. This is the Florence Freedom and the Lexington Leyendas tonight. Cole Cottom struck out, and I mentioned he grounded out tonight. Let's see what he can do here as his third plate appearance. This ball lifted out to right field, going way back and up against the wall. It takes a one-hopper up against the wall in right center, and Cottom with a double. So Cottom able to get a double out of that hit. Our replays aren't working tonight. We got some technical difficulties with them. We have to do a restart to get it fixed, so we're just going to do without it for this particular game, and we apologize. But cold hard facts. Technology not on our side tonight with the replays. A pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to count. This is higher, and higher with one swing of the bat. He's got that kind of power. Could get us to a one-run ball game. I got a feeling. That pitch missing down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Higher, the 2018 draft pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers. That shot is gone. No doubt about it. And did I call it? Heck yes, I called it. Hey, even I have to admit that. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to send it yard. And he does. We got us a one-run ball game. Caught him. Just drilled that baseball. He was looking fastball. He got fastball, and he sent it way back. Elmore going to step up to the plate. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. It's 7-6 to score, and Conham just jumped all over that baseball. Jerron Elmore. That pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch outside a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. These folks on Facebook watching tonight, they're like, man, you just called the home run. Sometimes you just get the feeling and it happens. Intuition. This one lifted in the outfield, and Bumpus makes the play. But not before Cottom hits a 2-run jack. We're a 1-run ball game as we head to the top of the 6th inning of play here in Lexington. Back here to the ballpark, and Cole Cottom with a jack. 7-6 our score. 7-6. And again, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Big swing and a miss. Florence Freedom leading this ball game. This ball hit out to left field as Elmore camps out underneath of it. So 1 up, 1 down for the Leyendas.
Now back to Freedom. Designated hitter, Johnny Knight, the fourth.
Johnny Knight going to step back up to the plate. By the way, that last batter was Trejo, who flied out to left field. Knight and Bumpus grew up. Here comes Knight. One ball, no strike to count here to Johnny Knight, the fourth. Well, Johnny Knight, the fourth, and William Warfield, the third. Got a lot in common there. Keep it going, right? One ball, one strike. Make that 2 balls, 1 strike here at the plate to Johnny Knight. Flied out twice tonight. Once to center field, once to left field. But he's also got a base hit for an RBI in the ball game as well. That happened in the first inning of play. Nice breaking pitch. Saw it kind of hook from all the way up here. The pitcher out there for the Leyendas is Michael Koltak. This ball off the end of the barrel, but poked out into right field for a base hit. Knight on for the second time tonight. Going to bring up Bumpus to the plate. Bumpus, the right fielder for the Florence Freedom.
Right fielder, AJ Bumpus.
Hannah Hope watching tonight. Big cut there. The Commonwealth Baseball League will have their championship game on Tuesday here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. So if you guys want to check out some of the younger up-and-coming college kids that are playing, some great talent will be on display here on Tuesday, in addition to the rest of the week, as we will have baseball here every day except for Monday next week. Every day except for Monday, baseball will be played here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. It's really good. Yes. I believe the first pitch for the Commonwealth College Baseball League will happen around 7:30. Does that sound right? I think that's what they had on the schedule, subject to change, but get here early. Get you some autographs before these guys turn pro. Now, the guys you're watching out there on the field tonight are already had some pro experience. Koltak doing a great job on the mound right now for the Leyendas. Big swing and a miss. Bumpus over at first base. And Dezaru up at the plate. And I think I've caught him 6 different names tonight. Danzaru. Went chasing after that one. And the count now 0-2. The comment earlier told me how to pronounce it, but I don't see it anymore. And I remember at the end of it, it says, "Don't worry, everybody mispronounces it." So I'm joining the long list, I guess. Big swing and a miss. And Koltak does it again. Koltak makes it happen. 7-6 our score. We go to the bottom of the 6. The Leyendas have made a ball game out of it. Denver Land watching again from Core Peak, North Carolina. Denver, you can't get enough of me. Or is it the baseball game? Maybe it's both, but we appreciate you tuning in. Orveo Saint going to step up to the plate for the Leyendas. And get a good look of Orveo. Orveo tonight, looking at his numbers, drew a walk, but hasn't done much since. Orveo Saint at the plate. The pitch. That one. Missing. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning of play here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. William Moorfield here with you. As we're going to have a little meeting on the mound. We may have a new pitcher in the ball game for the Florence Freedom. I haven't seen a jersey number yet. And we haven't had an official announcement yet. But I'm thinking that may be... As a matter of fact, I know it's a new pitcher because Burnell not looking the same as the guy out there on the mound, at least from my vantage point. This one fouled out of play. Two and one to count. As soon as I get the jersey number from the pitcher, I'll let you guys know. Because I'm curious as well. That one on the outside corner for a strike. Elizabeth, can you see his number by chance? She has a lot younger eyes than I do. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I almost want to say it was 18 as he turned around. And if it's 18, then that means that it would be Hayden Wheeler. That's a possibility. So we're thinking it's 18. We don't have binoculars out here, and our young guy that's over on the camera on the first base well, he has got his camera pointed at the batter currently. Sharon Land says she loves watching her son Denver George Land and his dad Clint talk on the phone for the whole game. We are here in Lexington. Thank you for tuning in. I'm getting random messages on my phone over here from just looks like somebody just keeps hitting the middle button. Whatever the middle button says, it keeps sending over here to me. Full count, 3-2. Right back up to the pitcher. It came off him. Hopefully he's all right. Bad throw by the second baseman, Sadeo. And we've got our guy's going to go for third. It looks like there's going to be a throw to third. He's going to be in there safe, so he goes all the way around to third base. Great base run in there. That was pretty impressive. Orveo Saint. $16 is what we're being told is the pitcher's number. So 16 would be Marty Anderson. So Marty Anderson of the Batavia Muck Dogs. He's from Bainbridge, Georgia. He's the pitcher for the Florence Freedom right now. Danny McLean says, "Hey, Cheryl." So, hey, Cheryl. 7-6 our score, but the Leyendas have a runner 90 feet away, the tying run, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. And you got the $1 million bat up at the plate with a $1 million last name. I'm talking about Mike Million. Can he come through here in the clutch for the Leyendas like he has all game long? That's good luck. A ladybug in the press box is good luck. So maybe Mike Million will fill it down there. That pitch upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Marty Anderson, the pitcher for the Florence Freedom. Hannah wants to know, do I call the regular Legends games? No, I do not. That was Emma Tiedemann who called the regular Legends game. She's now with the Boston Red Sox organization. That ball gets past. Play possibly at the plate, and not there is Orveo Saint. Slides in safely, causes the pitcher, Marty Anderson, to drop the baseball. It was a pitch from the catcher to the pitcher, and he dropped the baseball on the tag, and Orveo Saint safely slides into home, and we are tied 7-all. No run lead is safe with these guys out there because both teams capable of scoring. Million at the plate with the 2-1 count. Anderson's offering this one fouled out of play. Up on the roof playing here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. I wonder how many baseballs are up on the roof here at Whitaker Bank. Has anybody been up on the roof to get those baseballs? There might be a little gold mine of baseballs up there. This one, a chopper down to the third baseman, and it will go foul. It just goes foul. But to answer your question, Hannah, nope, I do not call the games for the Legends. As a matter of fact, this is my 5th game in for this particular Battle of the Bourbon Trail. You can find me on some high school games doing play-by-play, but other than that, I produce mostly the video coverage, but not used to really being behind the mic that often. Maybe it's my second calling. I don't know. I think since the pandemic hit, we started a podcast, and it's been pretty successful with folks tuning in. We've had guys like Bronson Arroyo on, and the famous horse jockey Pat Day. We've talked to Jack Givens. We've talked to a bunch of guys. Even some of the ESPN guys have been on there. Jay Billis joined us. So yeah, we've had some star guests on the podcast, and I think maybe that might have been the thing that got me to come back behind the mic again. But for baseball, we have Murph, who's our normal, would have been our play-by-play guy, not able to be here, so I'm just kind of stepping in for him until he gets better. So once he gets back and ready to go, then I'll gladly turn it back over to him and let him do his thing. 7-all our score, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And this is big 33 for us stepping up to the plate. You guys know who 33 is. I'm talking about Nick King, our right fielder, stepping up to the plate. King was looking at that offering. Nick King from Erlanger, Kentucky, went to Dixie Heights High School. It's a great sports-related high school up there, man. They are awesome at sports. This one fouled out of play as King gave that one a ride but foul. Jack Haynes doing the public address tonight here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, and Joe Allen operating camera behind home plate. And we've got a rookie over on first base. What's his name? Do you remember? Is it Jack? We think Jacob maybe over on first base. And, of course, Elizabeth Henry operating the video boards tonight. She's got two big monitors in front of her. One for the left field video board, one for the right field video board. And she truly is flying the spaceship here tonight. Jacob. We have confirmed Jacob is his name. I believe he said he went to Transy. He's a Transy student. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here at the plate to King. Crisp waiting on deck. Bobby Crisp waiting on deck for the Leyendas. King back in there. As Anderson rocks and fires. This one lifted out to deep left. No, I take that back. It looked like it was hit a lot harder than what it actually was. But it was dropped out there by a diving Riggins. When it left the bat and the camera started to zoom into it, to me, where I'm looking at, it looked like that ball might have had a chance to get out of here. But it was shallow left field. But nonetheless, it's going to be a double for King. Because under normal circumstances, I don't think that the left fielder out there, Riggins, would have caught it. It was a diving attempt to try to make the play. So we'll give a double to King. And here's Crisp to the plate. Bobby Crisp. I understand that Bobby also wraps a little bit on the side. This one lifted out to right field and caught by the right fielder, Bumpus. They say he likes to freestyle a little bit, is what the guys are telling me. Back to the top of the lineup for the Leyendas. Ben Revere going to step up to the plate. They call him, getting back to Bobby Crisp, they say his name is MC Bobby Crisp. It's pretty simple. But here's Ben Revere to the plate. No pitch. Missing. 1 ball, no strikes. Nicole Riley says, woohoo, Nick. I'm sure she was a little bit more emotional in saying that, though. This ball is lifted out to deep right field, going way back and looking up. That ball is out of here, tattooed by Ben Revere. Revere will run around the bases. And that gives the Leyendas the lead. 8-7. The Leyendas now in the lead as Revere hit the fastball and sent it over the right center field line, fence out there. I guess we can call it a fence. Should we call it a wall? It is kind of high out there, so I guess we could call it a wall. It went over the right center field wall. think that, what is that, 20 feet up maybe? Something like that. 20 feet up is what I'm guessing. Maybe 10 feet per sign out there on height. But Revere gets it done. And Becker back up to the plate with a 1-1 count. The Leyendas on top. This one drilled out to right field, caught by Bumpus. Was that a solo shot for Ben? There was a runner on, so that was a 2-run shot. My apologies. That was a 2-run shot for Ben. 9-7 our score. 9-7. The Leyendas leading the Florence Freedom. So with a runner on, Ben Revere hits it out of the ballpark. Going to head to the top of the 7th here in Lexington. You're watching the game on the Legends Broadcast Network. We return to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Robbie Ross Jr., the new pitcher in the ball game for the Leyendas. And Ross bringing the heat on the first offering. He was hitting 95 yesterday. Let's see what he's tossing here tonight. That was an all-speed pitch, 80 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. At the plate for the Florence Freedom is number 5 for them, and that's Riggins. You got Riggins, Rich, and Massey due up. Austin Riggins at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross trying to get a strikeout here, and that was close. That was close. Jackie Horn Ritchie says, way to go, Ben. Your mother-in-law loves you. It's always good when your mother-in-law loves you. I always hear mother-in-laws talk bad about their son-in-laws for some reason. But Ben, not that type of guy. He's making it happen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And it's not even that they hate him, right? It's just that they dislike him. Mother-in-laws usually dislike their son-in-laws, but Ben's doing it right, and his mother-in-law loves him. Jackie Horn Ritchie. Thanks for tuning in, Jackie. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here at the plate. Top of the 7th. Riggins sets down on strikes. How many Ks do we got up there on the board tonight? 4. So 4 strikeouts tonight, but that number should go up with Ross in the game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. You are right. There's 4 strikeouts in the game for the Leyendas. The Leyendas with 4 Ks combined. And the score again is 9-7. 9-7. Ben Revere with a 2-run shot to give the Leyendas the lead. That one outside, 1-1 the count. This is actually, Rich is having Lucas Owens bat for him. And Lucas is retired. So Lucas Owens going to be the new catcher, I believe, coming into the ball game for the Florence Freedom. We'll make note of that. Cheryl Wright says she loves the home runs she sees. And they've been 2 really great home runs tonight. Revere and Higher. A couple really good doubles, too, tonight. Some hard-hit doubles this evening for the Leyendas. These 2 were talking on social media tonight. I can quote some of the talk. Meet me at the ballpark. How about that? That was one of them. 2 balls and a strike. I kid. These guys are very, very competitive. 2 balls and a strike to count. The pitch. This one lifted out to left field, going back and looking up, and it is gone. A big home run for Massey. That'll bring the score within 1. It's 9-8 as soon as he crosses the plate. Massey with a deep fly ball that went out of the ballpark down in left field. Well, here's Fitzgerald coming back up to the plate. Fitzgerald struck out his last at bat, but he was hot the rest of the night, getting on base. 9-8, top of the 7th. We're approaching 9:23 here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, Eastern Time. Again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Big swing and a miss there. That's the thing about Robbie Ross is he throws so hard in there. If you do get a good cut on it and you lift it, it may just go out of the ballpark. You don't even have to be a power hitter, really. You just got to get it up in the air because his velocity from his arm that he's pitching with Now, like that one, for example, 94 miles an hour. If you connect on a 94 mile an hour fastball and you get a decent swing on it, it may go yard, especially the way the ball flies here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 3 looking. So the 5th strikeout of the ball game tonight. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. Our score 9-8. The Leyendas up by 1, but they're going to need some insurance runs. Florence not going anywhere.
Take me out to the ball game. Yours. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Leyendas. The catcher, number 4, Cole Kyle.
Cole Cottom will step back up to the plate for the Leyendas. Cole has had a nice game here tonight. Doubled his last at bat. Going to dig back in, and Luke Heyer is going to be waiting on deck right now. But Cottom struck out, ground out, and a double on the evening. Cottom, Heyer, and Elmore due up. As Cottom fooled on that pitch. That was a good pitch out there. I want to see if that's still, is that still Marty Anderson out there on the mound for the Freedom? Got him in the hole right now, 0-2. Adjusted the gloves a little bit and now ready to dig back in there. Here's the pitch. This one over to the shortstop, Fitzgerald. Picks up, fires the first, and got him. Fitzgerald retires, caught him. That'll bring up Heyer back up to the plate. Heyer hit a big home run. His last at bat hit a big home run. He's digging back in there. Swing and a miss. He was looking for another one. 9-8 our score. The Leyendas leading the Florence Freedom. The 0-1. Fouled straight back. Another good cut by Heyer. Heyer, when you look in there at him, I mean, he doesn't look like he's got that kind of power. I mean, when you do the look test, right? But this kid can jack it out of the ballpark just like he did his last at bat. One ball, 2 strikes. You're watching the game live here on the Lexington Legends Broadcast Network. William Warfield here with you. The 1-2. Outside. A ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ron Elmore waiting patiently on deck. Big pitch coming up here. Got him. Strike 3 swinging. Elmore tonight. He's got a base hit in the ball game, but he's flied out his last 2 trips. Matter of fact, he scored the very first run of the ball game for the Leyendas. You might remember him going from off that base hit. He stole second, stole third, and then scored on a wild throw. Nine to 8 our score. 2 balls, no strike to count. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th for the Leyendas. A pitch downstairs. It'll go 3-0 here to Ron Elmore. Brenda Stevens watching from Prestonsburg, Kentucky. She's rooting on Joe and Bobby Crisp. It's going to be a walk for Elmore. And Saint will step up to the plate. Orville Saint. Going to be a toss over to the first base bag. Elmore back over there. Trying to keep Elmore honest over there. They know that he's a dangerous runner. There's the pitch to the plate. That one missing. 1 ball, no strikes. And the catcher, Owens, is going to go out there and talk to his pitcher, Anderson. A fun night here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Another decent crowd here in attendance as we bring you professional baseball here to Lexington. Orville Saint at the plate, the fine shortstop for the Leyendas. High kick, big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Orveo will dig back in. This pitch. Missing down low. 2 balls and a strike. Snap throw down to second, but Elmore with another stolen base. Elmore with 3 stolen bases in tonight's ball game. Kid can run. Maybe the fastest guy on the team other than maybe Ben Revere. I'm not sure who would win in a race between those two, but I'm sure it would be pretty close. 3 balls and a strike. That one in there for a strike. So the count goes full here to Orveo. Anderson taking his time. Now the high kick and the delivery. Orveo swings through, could not catch up to it. And Elmore stranded at second. But the Leyendas continue to lead as we head to the top of the 8th. Here in Lexington, it's the Leyendas 9 and the Florence Freedom 8. We'll be right back here from Whitaker Bank Ballpark here shortly.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through.
Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We head to the top of the 8th inning of play, and the Florence Freedom coming up to the plate, taking on Robbie Ross Jr. and the Lexington Leyendas. 0-1 the count. We'll tell you who's up at the plate for the Florence Freedom. And I believe it's Sadeo. Sadeo, Trejo, and Knight due up here for the Freedom. And pitch in there for a strike. Ross bringing the heat. Robbie Ross, the Lexington Christian Academy star. He went on to be drafted by the Texas Rangers and played a little bit in Boston as well. Still trying to get back to the big leagues. This one lifted to left field, and Elmore had a little bit of trouble out there with the lights, but was able to adjust and make the play.
Setting up the play for the Freedom. Third baseman, Cedar Trejo.
So here's Trejo coming back up to the plate. Got a base hit in the ball game. He was hit by a pitch. He's grounded out into a double play, and he's flied out tonight. All in 4 appearances. This is his 5th appearance here tonight. That pitch in there for a strike from Robbie Ross Jr. Caught him behind the plate. Says he loves catching Robbie Ross. I don't know how any guy would like to have a 95-mile-an-hour fastball coming at him. I mean, you better pad up the hand, the catching hand, right? It's Ross bringing the heat tonight again. 0-2 the count. Trejo at the plate facing Robbie Ross Jr. Trejo gets around on it, down to the third baseman. Higher, picks up, fires over to first to Million for the out. Nice play by Luke Higher. Showing you the glove. He showed you the bat earlier. He showed you the glove on that play. So here's a tough, dangerous hitter. Jackson Knight the 4th. The Leyendas up 9-8 here in the top of the 8th, but 2 outs as Robbie Ross Jr. trying to get the heart of the lineup out here. He's done an excellent job so far. 0-1 the count. Want to give a shout out to Bluegrass Orthopedics, Andrew Carlson and his great staff. Appreciate all they do for us here on the network. That in there for a strike. 0-2 is Robbie Ross looking to finish Knight here. As I steal that line from the Mortal Kombat sound here over the public address. To finish him. Can Ross do it? Nope, that one's upstairs. The count will go 1-2. Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. The greatest beef jerky on the planet. You can find it at your local Kroger's. Also at your local convenience stores. Ross thought he had strike 3 on the outside corner, but the home plate umpire said, no, sir. Said, wait a minute, Robbie Ross. Cedric Coleman thought it was a ball. Cedric Coleman, the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And time called here at the plate. Knight will dig back in. This one a chopper. And it is handled and retired. All right, so Knight retired there. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. And by the way, I made a mistake there. That was Cooney that came into the ball. Harrison Cooney was our pitcher there in the top of the 8th. Not Robbie Ross Jr. They yanked Robbie Ross Jr. out at the end of the 7th and put Cooney in there to begin the top of the 8th. And again, without being closer to the field to see down there, it was kind of tough calling off the monitor, but I apologize. No excuses. But we'll be back here in the bottom of the 8th. The important thing is the Leyendas leading 9-8. Matt Tucker says he could eat Mingy beef jerky all day long. Man, you ain't lying. Stepping up to the plate for the Leyendas is Mike Million. Mike Million going to step up to the plate as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning of play here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. The Leyendas trying to add an insurance run before the Florence Freedom comes back up. Claude Moochie Farmer watching tonight. Thanks, Claude. One ball, one strike to count. Mike Million playing first base for your Leyendas. He gets into this one. It's a drive out to left field and a nice catch out there by Austin Riggins. Austin Riggins got a nice jump on it. That ball stayed up in the air, and Mike Million retired. So here's Nick King back up to the plate. Janice Tucker says it's okay. I guess she's talking about me calling Cooney Robbie Ross. I really wish we had Post-it notes or something around here so they could just let us know. Or binoculars. Give me some binoculars. This one down the third base line, handled over there by Trejo. He picks up, fires over to first, and a nice stretch there by Massey. That'll retire King. So Bobby Crisp going to step back up to the plate. He's coming up to some Shabba Ranks was his walk-up music. Mr. Lover Lover. It was that's some old school, man. That's some old school. So Bobby Crisp digging back in there. 0-1 to count. This one fouled well out of play. That's somebody's baseball out in the parking lot. Guarantee you that. Oh, and 2 the count. That pitch upstairs for a ball. Bobby Crisp struck out twice tonight. And I'm going to say he was hit by a pitch as well. Again, looking at the breaking ball. This one he fouls out of play. They're throwing a lot of breaking balls to Bobby Crisp. Crisp, both Bobby and Joe have a lot of family tuning in all over the country. That was a fastball, just missing. I think Crisp even thought, hey, man, that might have been a strike. But he held his composure and kept his cool. And the count 2-2. That one just missing inside. The count goes full here to Crisp. Should Crisp get on, Ben Revere, who hit the 2-run shot, will step up to the plate. But let's see what Crisp can do here. The 2-2. That one outside. And ball 4. They had 2-2 up on the scoreboard. It was actually 3-2. And Crisp able to get ball 4. And here we go. Ben Revere going to get another chance at it here. Hit a home run his last at bat. And Owens going to talk things over there with his pitcher. A 1-run ball game. 9-8 our score. That pitch outside a ball. I don't think they're going to give Ben anything to hit here. I think they're going to try to pitch around them in a little bit. Such a good eye at the plate. Runner over at first for the Leyendas. They lead the ball game 9-8. That pitch inside. 2 balls, no strike, the count. Two balls, no strike to Ben Revere. Hunter Hensley rooting on the Legends, but they must be playing up there in Florence. Ben with a base hit. So Becker will step back up to the plate with runners on first and second. We'll have I believe they're going to put a pinch runner in there for, yep, they will bring out Crisp and put a pinch runner in there for him. Matt Cox going to come in there to pinch run for Bobby Crisp. Matt Cox, let's look and see what we know about him. So he's 6'1", 180 from Owensboro, Kentucky. Went to Henry Clay High School and played at Asbury University. Matt Cox out there on second base, pinch running for Bobby Crisp. Ben Revere over on first base, Cox on second, and at the plate is Luke Becker. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 9-8. Leyendas lead the Florence Freedom. Check swings. The umpire says he did commit. So the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offering. That pitch outside corner, strike 3 looking. Beautiful pitch. All right, we're going to head to the top of the 9th here in Lexington. The Leyendas 3 outs away from winning this ball game. Can they do it? That's the big question. We'll see when we return. Mockimer coming into the ball game to pitch. Mockimer trying to close it out for the Leyendas. Andy Shea sent me a message, said that's Harrison Cooney that was pitching when I was calling him Robbie Ross. Yes, I know. Andy, I need some binoculars up here. Need that, and need some Post-it notes or something, and maybe Jack can throw on the window to let me know. I'm looking at the monitor. Top of the 9th. There we go. I tell you what, when you have all the resources that the normal minor league games have, it's a big difference. So I really, truly feel for the people that do the play-by-play. That drive out to center field dropped out there. So a runner on at first base for the Florence Freedom. That's the tying run over at first base. But Mockimer, the new pitcher in the ball game for the Leyendas, and at the plate, stepping up there to the plate for the Freedom. Drive out to the left field. That one a one-hop in front of Elmore out there in left field. So runners on first and second for the Florence Freedom. Getting things done here.
Stepping up to the plate for the Freedom, left fielder, Austin Riggins.
So here's Riggins. Bumpus with that first hit. And Danzaru with the second base hit there. And now Riggins, Austin Riggins, stepping up to the plate. This is where it gets interesting. Nobody out. Riggins at the plate, a good hitter. But we're 2 hitters away from flipping the lineup back to the top of the lineup for the Florence Freedom. That's something we want to try to avoid if you're a Leyendas fan. No balls, 1 strike to count. Runners on first and second. Austin Riggins at the plate. Tried to lay down the bunt, but it goes foul. Nine to 8 our score. This one going to be a base hit. So the tying run now over at third base. Bases juiced. Linda still leading 9 to 8, but bases loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Now you got to think one of these guys is capable of a deep fly ball. And certainly you got speed over at third to tag up to tie it up, so we're going to see. Not the way you wanted to start the top of the 9th. Coach Getsy out there on the mound talking things over with his pitcher. The home plate umpire going to go out there and break up the conversation here shortly. Cedric Coleman, the home plate umpire, said that's enough, guys. Montgomery stays in.
Now back to the Freedom, number 1, Lucas Owens.
Nine to 8 our score. Owens at the plate. Owens came in to replace Rich at catching. Lucas Owens, he's from Asheville, North Carolina, played for North Carolina, Asheville. He's looking at a 1-1 count here from Montgomery. Top of 9, 1-1 the count. Owens, the last batter in the lineup for the Florence Freedom. Massey waiting on deck. Massey's the guy that hit the big home run his last at bat. But here's Owens with a 1-2 count for Montgomery. And Montgomery brought the change up inside and low. 2-2 now the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. This one a base hit out to right field. 1 run crosses the plate. A second run crosses the plate, so a 2 RBI single for Owens. So Florence retakes the lead 10-9 here in the top of the 9th inning of play. And Massey digging in. We flip the lineup back to the top for Florence. That pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strike. Runners on first and second. The 1-0. Down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Lucas Owens. It was the young man that got a base hit with the bases loaded that gave Florence the lead. He got 2 RBIs off the base hit. Massey at the plate. 2-1 the count. Mockemer. The pitch. Upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Chris Mockemer from North Canton, Ohio. The 16th round pick for the Boston Red Sox back in 2018. Turns and looks at second as he walks off the rubber there. Big pitch, 3-1. That one missing inside, ball 4. The bases will be loaded again, this time for Fitzgerald.
Now back to the freedom. Shortstop, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald going to step up to the plate. Pitch from Mockemer. Missing down low. He's just not finding the strike zone right now. 1 ball, no strike. That pitch in there. It's 1-1. It was an 80-mile-an-hour pitch from Mockemer. Bases loaded. Big swing and a miss. Well, foul straight back, excuse me. Fitzgerald. I told you about Fitzgerald earlier, but we'll tell you one more time. Tyler Fitzgerald from Rochester, Illinois, and he played for the Augusta Green Jackets right here in the South Atlantic League. Here's the 1-2. This ball lifted out to the outfield. Revere and Keene giving chase on the warning track. Keene catches it, but a run does tag. In Florence with their insurance run, it's 11-9. The Florence Freedom.
Now back to the freedom. Second baseman, Jack Cedillo.
Cedillo going to step up to the plate. Cedillo, 2 base hits tonight. One ball, no strikes. Got runners on second and on third for the Freedom. Count 2-0. Swing and a miss through that offering. 2 balls and 1 strike. Only 1 down here in the top of the 9th. Florence Freedom leading 11-9. We're in Lexington, Kentucky at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Chopper high up and nice throw to the plate, and safe is the call. They call safe at the plate, and Florence with a 12-9 lead. Throw gets away to center field, and now the 13th run of the game will cross the plate for Florence. And Cottom talking things over with the umpire, and now the manager for the Lexington Leyendas comes out. And I said, I think they're just trying to plead the case that Cottom just missed the tag. I think that's what the home plate umpire is trying to say.
Now back to the Freedom. Third baseman, Jojo.
13-9 our score. Still only 1 out. A runner at second base for the Freedom. Trejo at the plate. The pitch. That one inside. 2 balls, no strikes. The Florence Freedom have scored 5 runs here in the 9th. Mockermer's pitch. Missing 3 balls, no strikes to count. "13 hits in the ball game for the Freedom. "10 hits for the Leyendas tonight. And a walk going to be dealt there to Trejo. Well, here's Knight coming back up to the plate. The Leyendas bullpen, I'm not seeing any activity out there in the bullpen. I see guys down there, but nobody's warming up. Our score 13-9 here in Lexington. Still top of the 9th inning of play with 1 out. Two balls, no strikes. Knight digging back in. Big cut, fouled out of play. That was off one of the suites here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. pitch. This one lifted out to center field. Revere calling for it. And makes the catch. 2 down. That'll bring Bumpus back up to the plate.
Now batting for the Freedom, right fielder.
Bumpus is the guy that led this inning off for Florence. Bumpus, the very first hitter in this top of the ninth. Montgomery's pitching there for a strike. Chris King says, Misty Creeker, say hi, and let's see. Well, hello to the Creekers. It's 14-9 our score. 14-9.
Setting up to play for the Freedom, center fielder, Brian Dancero.
14-9 is where we're at right now. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. Stacy Conley says, come on, Leyendas. No balls, 1 strike to count. And pitch missing downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one down to third base. Higher has it, fires over to first, and that'll do it for the Florence Freedom. But, man, the damage was put on. The Florence Freedom score 6 runs in the top of the ninth. And our score 14-9. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Can the Leyendas come back, or will it be over? They got 3 outs to work with. We'll let you know when we come back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Cole Cottom going to be the first batter up to the plate for the Leyendas here in the bottom of the ninth. William Warfield here with you. And so we got Connell, Hire, and Elmore due up here in the bottom of the ninth. The Leyendas down by 5. They were up by 1 as we head to that top of the ninth, but as we hit the bottom half, we're down by 5 runs. 1 ball, no strike to count. Here to Connell. Connell hits this one out to left field, going back, and it's hooking, foul. It would have been about a foot in front of the fence, if it would have been in fair territory. So it would have probably most likely been caught had it been in fair territory. But Connell was looking for the home run ball, no doubt. A lot of runs have been scored in this game. 24 runs. Excuse me, 23 runs. Well, I give you my bad math, too. How about that? Maybe I'm telling the future. Maybe, just maybe, the Leyendas will get on the board here. As Connell swinging for the fences. He's looking at a 2-2 count. Elizabeth up here in the AV room said, I said 24 runs, and she started chuckling there at me. Yep. Bad math. This one put into play. The third baseman has to come charging in, and he throws over to first, but safe over there is Connell. Go down as an infield hit, and Hire will step up to the plate.
Now back for your Leyendas, the third baseman, number 8, Luke Hire.
Luke Hire tonight's got a home run. He's got a double. He struck out twice. A pitch off the plate. Anna Hope says, "Go Brian." The 1-0. Count will go 2-0 here to Hire. That one fouled straight back. 2-1. Looking at the Los Angeles Dodgers prospect there, Luke Hire, played for the University of Kentucky. He gets into this one. Will it stay up? Yes, it does. And a nice play out there by Riggins. Austin Riggins hauling that one in down on one knee. One down. Here's Duran Elmore. A pitch on the outside corner for a strike right at the knees. Swing and a miss. miss on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. That pitch missing. Bottom of the ninth inning of play here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 14-9 our score. And you're watching the game live here on the Legends Broadcast Network and on Prep Spin. This one, a base hit. Runners on first and on second now for the Leyendas. Orveo Saint. So Orveo Saint going to step back up to the plate again here tonight, and Saint struck out, flied out, drew a walk, and a base hit tonight. First pitch in there for a strike. Baseball back on the network again tomorrow and again on Sunday. Make sure to get here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark and enjoy some baseball live and in person if you're able to. Everybody socially distanced here at the ballpark, every other row and seated by your group. Pitch missing outside. 2 balls and a strike. Again, hitting that outside corner for a strike. Orveo was looking at the umpire there and asking him, "Are you sure?" Well, he's been consistent with that all night long. Big 2-2 here. Fouled straight back. Orveo Saint, 6'2", 190. Milwaukee Brewers prospect. He'll put this one into play. It's handled by the shortstop. Flips to second, over to first, and did they turn the... No, they did not turn the double play. Saint going to be safe at first. Saint safe at first. Fitzgerald to Sadeo on the out. That'll go down as a 6-4 put out. And Mike Million will step back up to the plate. Mike Million. The Leyendas' last hope here. But if you're going to bet on the Million. I'm betting on my bed or the couch or whatever I get to the first when I get back home. I don't know what it is today, but I'm wore out. All these runs, I guess. One ball, one strike to count. Million took a whack at that one, and that was a foul into the stands. A line drive. Good thing we don't have many people down there in the stable area, if you will, where they have the birthday parties, that kind of thing, because if we did, that would have been a hot shot right down there on them. We're going to get an appeal, and the umpire in the infield said no, he did not commit on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here at the plate. Runner on second. Florence trying to close this one out. The Leyendas down to their last strike. Million at the plate. Big swing and a miss, and that will do it. The Florence Freedom. They came into Lexington and leave with a victory. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the ballpark tonight. The Florence Freedom go on to win 14-9. A high-scoring affair between the two clubs. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow. For Elizabeth Henry on the video boards, for Jack Hain on the public address, for Joe Allen on home plate, and for the rookie over at first base, we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. And for Jesse Scaglione, who's running around the ballpark, and we appreciate all that he does, multitasking all night tonight. We appreciate you, Jesse. And Ann. Don't want to forget Ann either. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. So long, everybody.